everyone, it's Gabrielle and welcome back to the Barre Leve. In this quick target toning workout, we're going to focus on the side seat. In ballet, this movement is going to help you with your rond de jambe. In bar, it's going to help you with your curtsy lunges, stretching out tightness in the side of your hip, and strengthening your IT bands. So you're not going to need any equipment for this workout, just yourself and your mat, so let's get started. So we're going to begin by sitting in the center of our mat, and I want you to line yourself up with the very, very middle. So find the middle of your mat, and then bring yourself into a straight leg position. So find the longest, leanest body that you can. You're going to plant your hand right in front of your hips, and then you're going to pop your lower foot behind you, just about half of the way. Now for the first portion of this, we're going to stretch. So you're going to float the leg up. Now when you're here, you want to avoid twisting or rocking back. So you can place your hand on your hip for some extra guidance, or keep your wrist into the floor and then your elbow into your hip. So your leg and your foot's going to be relaxed. You're going to tap the front corner of your mat if you can reach it. You're not using a mat, think about 6 inches to the front and then 6 inches to the back. You're going to bring that leg up. You're going to reach it around, tapping the back corner of the mat. Reach for it if you can. And then just check your form, because all that tightness here in the front is going to want to pull you out of alignment. All right, so now we have that practice rep down. We're going to lift it up and over. Up and over for 2. You've got it. Just lifting up and over. Keep your core drawn in, and then keep really focused on the hip form. We want to create that anchor. You're doing great. You're going to go for 2 and 1. Excellent. Now let's meet back in the middle. You're going to float that leg up, and I want you to turn your toes up to the ceiling. So you're going to try to hold that turn out the whole time. Firm up those abs. If you want, you can go a little bit more of a balance challenge and bring your hand all the way up here. And I'm going to have you tap down. Again, toes are up. Do not let them roll down. So toes up for 1 and behind you. And 2 and behind. Scooping your abs in when you bring that leg up and around to the back. Good. Leg stays straight. 4 and 5. Use the core. And 6. Really stretching through that leg. Very good. And here we go, 8 more. Nice big range. Squeeze 8. And 7. Abs are engaged. 6. And 5. Kind of pushing down with that opposite foot to hold your form. Last 3 reps. 3 and 2. Last rep, lift and reach and come back. Drop that leg to the center. Head comes down. Now we're going to float that same leg back up. I want you to flex your foot. Scoop your core in really tight and slide your hand down the outside of your thigh. And we're going to squeeze up an inch and up an inch. Up an inch and up an inch. Good. And 5 and 6 and 7. Keeping the heel right along with your hip. And 6 and 5. 4, 3, 2. Last rep, bring it down. Now we're going to extend the foot to the front of the mat. Flex, lift. Finding that nice alignment from your heel to your hip bone. Toes slightly turned up. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Hips are still. Good. 8 more. Feeling that burn in the side seat. And 6 and 5. And 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Woo, bring that in, and let's change sides. So we're gonna flip sides here. We're gonna get in the center of our mat, making the longest line that we can, and hand underneath the head to support us. You're gonna pop the bottom foot just a little, and then stack the hips. So let's float the top leg up. And we're going to let it relax to the front of the mat. Little half circle, let it relax to the back of the mat. Be careful that you don't arch. Really hold the core as firm as you can. So find what works for you. And here we go. Lift and lift. So this first round is just a stretch. Just floating that leg up and around. Keeping the ankle going about shoulder to floor height. It's not a huge range to start. You're doing a great job. Keep moving that leg. Keep challenging those hips to stay nice and anchored. All right, so here we go for 2. And tap. And 1. And tap. Now hold to the front here. Turn your foot out. So you're finding that first position. I'm gonna bring my hands up, going in for a balance challenge. So I'm gonna have to use a lot more core and hip stability. So I've got that first position. It's gonna start on the floor. I'm gonna lift, come behind me, hold that first position, try not to rock. It's all right if you can't go all the way to the floor in that first, but reach for it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good job. Nice big range. Challenging those hips to stay really still. Exhale, abs in. You got it. It's a lift and squeeze down. Lift and squeeze down. For 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1, bring it up, bring it down, rest your head onto your other arm. And now let's extend that leg nice and straight, flexing the foot here, toes slightly up, hands on the seam of your pants, squeeze up an inch, and up an inch, up an inch, and up an inch. Very good. 8 more, keep those hips anchored really still. Here we go, 6 and 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, let that come on down. Breathe, and then extend the leg out. Now let's flex the foot one more time. Really, really hold everything nice and still. We're gonna squeeze up an inch, and up an inch, up an inch, and up an inch. Keeping that energy from here to here. Don't let it go into your waistline or your back. And 6. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Woo, bring it on in. Nice job. We're now gonna just make our way onto our back here and find that neutral position. Palms are up, and we're gonna stretch. We're gonna take our legs over to the right, pivot, keeping your feet on the floor, feeling that elongate from your waistline down to your hips. Exhale. And inhale, bring it up. Exhale, other side. And inhale, bring it up. And you guys are all set. So you just chill yourself right on up. And I will see you back next workout.